Margaret, it's so great to have you here at Luce University. I just want to get to know you a little bit better and make sure that we're a great fit for you. So tell me about yourself, your high school, where you're from.
Sure. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I go to Minneapolis South High School, which is a public school in Minnesota and is actually one of the most diverse schools in Minnesota, which I love. And one of my favorite things about my high school is that they offer 8 different foreign languages.
8.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so I'm studying French and Russian right now. And so I take 0-hour gym so that I can fit in all my academic classes so I can continue with science, math, English, social studies, and foreign
Wow.
languages.
Amazing. Is languages something that you want to continue on in college?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm really interested in learning about foreign cultures, learning foreign languages, and studying anthropology.
You're at the right place. Absolutely. Well, hey, Michelle, it's nice to have you here at Luce University. I love talking to students and seeing why we might be a good fit for you here at Luce University. So just tell me a little bit about yourself, your high school, where you're from.
Yeah, so, oh gosh, where do I start? So I'm from Iowa. I grew up there. Well, actually I was born in Wisconsin, but really lived in Minnesota, and then we moved to Iowa. So I guess I grew up there, but I've kind of lived around.
So you went to high school in
Iowa.
Oh, in
Yeah,
Iowa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty normal. I hung out with my friends.
So is your school a public school, a private school?
Yeah, public school.
Great.
I ran cross country too.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. Any other interests that you have?
I guess I kind of like some music things. I do that sometimes.
Like what kind of music?
Oh, like I'm in band. Yeah.
Okay, what do you play?
I play the oboe, but I really like color guard too, so I do that also, but
Okay. Great. All right. Well, let's move on to the next question.
Okay.
Okay. So, Margaret, I love talking to prospective students and finding out more about you and why you might be a good fit for us and vice versa. So, tell me just a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your high school, whatever comes to your head.
What do you want to know?
Like, you're from, what state are you from?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay, and tell me just a little bit about your high school.
I go to South High.
Okay. Okay. Great. So tell me a little bit more. Is your high school? Is it public?
Yeah, it's public.
Okay. And anything interesting about your high school experience, or anything that you can tell me specifically, so I can differentiate you from other Minnesota high schools? We can move on to the next question. That's okay. Let's just move on to the next question. Sure. So why don't you tell me a little bit about your interests?
My interests? You mean like what kind of interests?
Any academic interests or something you've done in high school that has piqued your curiosity?
Sorry, that's a hard question.
That's okay. Just you don't need to be nervous. Just trying to find out more about you. Okay.
Okay, wait. So the question was about my interests?
Yeah.
Well, I've had really bad teachers in high school.
Oh, okay.
Like they're really kind of mean and they really don't care about us.
Okay.
And they're really awful teachers.
Yeah, we've all had some bad teachers, I suppose.
So,
Okay.
nothing's really inspired me in high school, but I think it's because the teachers, totally suck.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But, hopefully in college there'll be teachers that, actually care.
Yeah.
But I really like video games.
Oh, okay.
So, I love playing Sims. I really love playing Sims.
Okay.
So I guess I'd say, video games like especially The Sims is like one of my interests.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have anything with like video game
You don't have like
programs here or anything, but
video game
maybe you could
designer
start a
major?
video game club or something. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next question. All right. So you saw some examples here of interview questions and answers. These are actually real sort of situations that I've talked to admissions counselors with. So the first answer with Margaret was pretty awesome. She was able to kind of differentiate her high school from the other high schools in Minnesota, talk about the languages offered. She really came across as somebody that loved to learn different subjects and was very specific. Truly an awesome answer for the first one. The second one with Michelle, with her phone out, she didn't, text on her phone or anything like that, but she didn't seem really prepared for anything. She, it's not going to be anything that's going to have the college, necessarily reject her or anything like that, but it didn't really leave a positive impression, just kind of a mediocre sort of interview. And then the third one with Margaret again, I think she actually texted on her phone. She definitely was spaced out. She was kind of in her own world, her own head. And that's kind of the extreme example that what you don't want to do. And that could actually run the risk of not helping your case to attend that college. But I want to remind you, students, to be yourself during these interviews, but also prepare. I think those two things, if you can put those two things together, and you can have an outstanding answer like the first example.